Let's go. That's far enough. You can't run. Wait, what? What's going on? Wait, what? Okay, this is very confusing. Did I load the wrong file? Yeah, at the beginning of the game. Sorry, I'm very confused. Oh, okay, no, we're fine, we're cool, we're doing. Is this the thing? Is this what I'm looking for? Did I load the wrong file? Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? Beep. If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me, your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Now listen up. You better get angry. A guilty sentence, okay? I'm sorry. I have my tea here, don't worry about it. You get to creep his line back, unknown guilty. I'll never forgive you ever. Maya. Phoenix! Phoenix! Mia, Jesus Christ, you scared the shit out of me. Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. How? You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Maybe she's moved out. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smile. But you can't give up, there is still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left, not here, nor anywhere. This accursed God again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore, I mean it. You're really mean, pal. Gumshoe, I'm really sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, huh? You have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up. Gumshoe, until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, well then you can get and guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true, I could just do that if they found Maya first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. Have to make the trial last longer? You go at Miss Edgeworth with everything you got, then you two can draw it out. Draw it? Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. That's worrisome somehow. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Cheap. It's the strongest weapon in the world and you have it in abundance. Yeah. Something that I like. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come true. I know it. I know it for a fact. Court is now in session for the trial of Mark and God. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Are we? The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Andrews' role in this matter. This to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Miss Andrews, if you will please inform the court of today's proceedings. Andrea Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion on Mr. God. And then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing the nickel samurai costume. The guilt of this action are those from which she cannot escape. Then you are saying that she is guilty after all. I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrew has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct court attention to this card. What is it? It looks like a shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Corrida was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Martin Garland. What surprising turn of events? Is it, though? Is that surprising? I will think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. It's cliffhanger of a cliffhanger. I know what's going on this time, so I know that everything Edward has said is true. We still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Yeah, me too. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'm the defense attorney. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edward. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Defendant's mentor? I thought it was closer to senpai or something. Now then, witness your name. Witness your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. Where are all the money you make with Still Samurai? And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, that's, I guess, some sort of lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers, please don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of nothing a soft little guy. On the night of the murder, you visit the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you ask. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Engad's room. Oh, okay, sure. After the divorce ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. And I was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone at first. I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me at that night and couldn't make them wait for me. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. Talking with a bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Ngaro was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy. What are you implying? I don't know. I always want to see these animation, I think, sound. Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we are in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can you smell it, Phoenix? No, I can't. But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge him ahead first, right? Are we? You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant together, right? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? Well, that's perfectly normal thing to do! So, how long did you watch the two of them? No more than a minute or two, I think. First, what do you mean by that? I didn't think he was normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Hey, wait a sec. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago, you stated... you know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself? Why is an incident a tip? Why tipping is an incident? Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Miss Edward? Yes, Your Honor? This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he? Okay, I'm sorry. Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? Yes, the bellboy. Matt gave me the bellboy. Matt gave the bellboy a tip. So what was the tip? So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about it? Oh, my God. Well, you see, Matt's a poor penny pincher, like me. Poor penny pincher. Okay, I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shook me. What? Shook you? How much it was? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket, and that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. What do you mean by shocked? I'm afraid I don't follow at all. Yeah, it sounds like Mr. Powerhead was surprised twice by this event. I'm really confused. I wonder which of these shocking moments I should ask about. The Angus tip? I mean, why the face matters. I mean, what's shock? The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tip, wouldn't you agree? Sure, but giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. Little too much. Would you please clarify to the court about how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. Why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really fat roll of cash. Roll of cash? Roll of cash? Ah, well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? He was selling drugs. A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. Honor? The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. The defendant is a superstar. He is not Mr. Beast. The kind of tip is typically fair for people like him. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive a large roll of cash by simply bringing people things on trades, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone roll of cash for all my hard work. Supposing that the roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment? Why they had to pay it like that? Like, it's quite a indiscreet way of paying someone. Isn't it obvious for the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida? And the bellboy, the witness, or... Yes, he was the assassin. Hold your horses now. Mr. Edger, you don't have any proof of this, don't you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here a car Shelly the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelly the Killer? He's the person the police special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain that the person that witness saw was this very assassin. Shelly the Killer. Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something just cleared my head and I think I just figured out something out. Oh. Actually, I saw the bellboy again later that night. Nani? Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away. This time I saw in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when the bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I saw a room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now that I think about it, the bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yes, so he had to be the assassin, sure of it. I mean what? Thank you very much, that is all we need for now. But I'm not done, there's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. If the bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That will be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain us and make us laugh. It's not laughing matter. Oh, God. Hang on, it's crying matter. Matter. So what exactly was the other place about him? Right. Why staying speed green? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. empty-handed? The bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I agree that he's a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But it's really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed. What should I do? Shall I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide or let it slide? Try to pull a fast one. We're trying to gain time. Wasting time. There is nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really is. There really isn't. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Like, they usually, always carry a tray, you mean? Your Honor, I ask that the witness' previous statement be supplanted with his new one. Edward. I'm going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious as hell. I see. Very well, this court recognizes and grants the prosecution request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Pretty please. Yeah, sure. These things. Mr. Powers. Yes? You are easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But isn't he's really suspicious? He got all those stitches and... stitches? Stop judging other people that their parents has! A baseball has stitches. What? So? A baseball has stitches. What? Okay. Are you saying all baseball are suspicious because they have stitches? Goop. Well, there's also, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Corrida's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you will look at what is on top of the table, in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. Are we really arguing with this shit? Tell the bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Corrida's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. But that would mean that bellboy had been and left a dead body in the room. But can you prove that Mr. Corrida was already dead at the time of the crime? Mr. Edward. Yes? I blame you for leading me down this route. What? I'm terribly sorry. Oh my god. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is it? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed? What? Well. There is... you have the puns. I don't know if this thing was a pun. I wasn't even sure what he meant. I recall you had something interesting to say about this hand. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Oh my god. What? The bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Okay, that's mildly annoying. Gloves. Yeah, pitch black, leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves? But then you mentioned them earlier. Sorry, it slipped my mind. Ugh. Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, got to focus, I can get lax here. Maybe he was bleeding, I don't know. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bad boy was wearing black leather ones. Why? The colors matter? Why? The materials matter? It was made of leather. What? So what? I wear a fucking hat too. I know it's weird, but so football is made of leather. So all football are suspicious. So you say all football is suspicious because they're made of leather? Go. Go. But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant, and then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. Oh my god, it's like Hitman. This is like Agent 47. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. Erg. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? There is a rest? Yes, please tell us more. Okay. Okay. William. Their second meeting. After leaving Xuan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room, and the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. Oh, fudge. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defense room. Yeah, I kinda saw that by accident. Some accident, I say. You saw it too much. Yeah, I agree with that statement. You saw everything, and all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. He's abnormal. He's a super rare. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. I said, hold it! Okay. Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us few more details. Okay. I should have probably asked him only one question at that time. So who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only its arm? Then you were saying you didn't see the person's face. Yeah, well, it was Mr. Guard room, correct? So it could be only being Mr. Guard himself, he'd say. And then? What did the bellboy do after that? Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room one to think... The thing? I think I did this. I said hold it. Okay. Okay. Ask about this something. Give something to this person. Yeah? And what was this something? I remember that it was we'll be calling something, would I? Wouldn't I? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Poet? I think it was something kinda small. I'd like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. Wait, is that a note? What's the note? When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There he handed a small item of some sort of the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. It must be the note, right? The suicide note. Yes, it was just like that. Because of the fact that he, you know, it was the only thing that Andrews couldn't find, Miss Andrews, found in the room. Mr. Adler, is all this really that important? Of course, Your Honor, I think this is the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed. Well, let's see. I think it was... No. Remember, please add it to your testimony. Okay, yes, sir. Wooden statue. Like this one? What was the point of that pregnant pause? I don't fucking know. Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Oh. Okay, Phoenix. Read. Mr. Power, there's something you saw. What's this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. No, wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Mad and Guards mansion. At the defendant's house? Yeah. Got the art. What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Charlie the killer assassinated Juan Corrida in his room, and then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Then, the bear being found at Mr. Angard mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Marangard is the killer's client. Order, order, order! I say order, goddammit. That's right. This is the most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it will have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Andrew would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think he's scared that there is no need for us to continue this trial. Well, fudge me. Can't let this happen, I have to do something. There has to be something we overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright. There's still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright. What question and point would you like to explore? Further. Person received the... Yeah, what was that face? What was that face? There was one thing in Mr. Powell's testimony that was very unclear. And that is the identity of the person who received the bat. Yeah. He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. And long as we don't know who it was that took the bat, we can't be sure of. Powers, you're killing me. Ah! What is it, Mr. Powell? If you're going to scream like that, then let's give us a good reason why. Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remember who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arms, but the arm. It was the nickel samurai arm, I swear it. You gotta be kidding me! Are you sure about that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was nickel samurai. Order! Looks like you dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? Lost count. So the person who took in the little bear was the nickel samurai. And as well all know, Matangadi is the nickel samurai. Wow, that was such a unprofessional, I think. Thanks for the defense, we made that all clear. What am I supposed to do now, Mia? Help! You don't have time to act lost. You got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry! Now we'll bring this cross-examination too. Your Honor? Again, Mr. Wright. We already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony. It's about time you were removed from this call, Mr. Wright. Gotta find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered. Okay. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. We can't have that! Oh, well, we cannot have that! The bird though? Is someone calling me? I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. Is it though? Yeah, why the bear? He was found at Mr. Ngard mansion. However, Mr. Ngard was arrested at the hotel that night. Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh! I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that he was Mr. Ngard who took his bear to his mansion. Right, that's true. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken his bear home. Phew. Fudge. You haven't gotten the best of me, Mr. Wright. I'm pretty clear as a day. I remember to watch you murder yourself at Engard's mansion. Have this area completely surrounded, there is no way for him to escape. I can't believe it, but the butler, all this time he was the killer. The killer and the guard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at the Engard mansion as it is butler. What a bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to Engard's mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Engard had him do so. Simply because he would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I think we heard enough. We know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion. As well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Engard. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Madrid has stated is the truth. And that's objection, Mr. Wright. Well, do I? What should I do? Raise an objection? Objection! I mean, so we're trying to gain time. There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin client. Reason number one, he accepted a bear figurine from the assassin. Okay, we can agree with that. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at Engad's mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What you're saying? What I'm saying is, it is possible a different person is the killer. Real. It's a real client? Yes. It's all you have. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say the killer is? I mean, it's still a small possibility, but because she was wearing it, right? The Nickel Samurai one. Andrews? Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt and Gal for the crime by wearing a spare Nickel Samurai costume. Oh, then the Nickel Samurai's on that I saw. They could have very well been Miss Andrews. But what about Miss Engard? If you will please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding his figuring at Mr. Engard's mansion, it was well laid trap set by Miss Andrews. What? Miss Adrian, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense logic. What? Besides which there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount this possibility either. What's with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell God did it. I can't believe the defense will go so far as to bring guilt on someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. Not something petty, it is murder for all things. This is to save Maya, this is to save Maya. If the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Order! All disruptive party will be forced to leave the courtroom. Honor? For the benefit of the defense, I am willing to play along with this what-if game. Is what-if game, Miss Hartford? The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did especially bring the bear to Engad's right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely, I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. What will that be? Quite simply, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself. Miss Andrews. I see. Well, then the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor. Boom. Oh, I knew it was good. I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage, don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt on Adrian. I guess what this demon will pay. Mr. Nick! Pulse, where's Mia? I don't know. What do you mean? A really strong power suddenly called her away. Really strong power? Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is... It's from Gumshoe. Gumshoe? Oh, he's going! Have you been hanging there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good, pal. Now what about? Anything else? Have you figured out the killer and buy her out? We still don't have any leads. Any leads? Jesus, what? We don't have any more time! We just had one. Even a single clue will be really helpful. I'm only able to go this far because I keep thinking to myself. I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But I would just run out of luck this time. Will I hope for enough? A tent? A tent? What? A tent? I could see a circus tent. Mia! It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She locked in a dusty little room right now. but I could see the circus stand outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe, is there a circus town right now? There's only one, pal. The very big circus. Mine is somewhere within 300 foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on for a second, pal. Hey, draw a circle on the map. About 300 foot radius from the main tent. Hurry. And I could see a mailbox under the window just outside. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? Sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building, maybe third floor or so. Hello, an old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there, just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Beep. Mia, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please, hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can't do this, I just have to make this trial last a little longer. Court will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this one obvious question arises, what is particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defender's managers, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to these bear's secrets? Secrets? Yes, secrets. Alright. Is Celeste's gift to Corrida? Maybe? Perhaps. Why does she... How does she know? How does she know? I don't know. I forgot everything about this, but... Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. Is a puzzle? If you know the correct order, you can take it apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can open the bag. You really can't tell it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. You can't tell that it's a small jewelry box. Okay, sorry. So this figurine is a container sort of, is it? This looks like can be deceiving, would you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Wait, you want me to unlock it? Oh yes, I nearly forgot you might begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Looks like there really was something to that bear, after all. Puzzle? That's right. But it looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure you will never guess that it was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? If you know the correct... just press. You can take it apart, and how would that go about doing that? Well, you first need tail to the right and then push it. Oh, yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and it can be removed. Oh, this is most interesting. Boy, his new toy is like his 5 all over again. Did he unlock it? Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it. So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. Then this was a present from you? That's right, it was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Sean. So it was a present from Miss Sanders. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. So we exactly knew how to solve this puzzle. Only the two of us, Sean and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are many people with the same bear in this country. But this looks like it can be easily broken, especially if someone wants to get what's inside. Well, it is a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. Okay. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container of jewelry box? Never told anyone, and as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. The two of you, Then, of course, that means that Miss Sengar didn't know, right? I think it is about all I'm going to get from now. Well, Mr. Wright, I think you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Okay, I don't know how much it can help. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come to next, and that is this. What is inside this box? What's inside? That's right. That's what we are going to find out next week. Yes. You're the only one who can open this. Please. There's a painful silence. Also, eye on Miss Anders now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. Okay. Click. I've opened it. It's what you wanted. What is that? It looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's a suicide note. The suicide note? The suicide note left by Juan Corrida former manager, Celestine Pax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts. Perhaps we suspected it was hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celestine Pax has a very beautiful handwriting, and she just a beautiful sign her own name on this document. It is most definitely the note that she left right before she committed suicide. Witness! Do you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but couldn't find it anywhere, because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right, at least that's what I will think. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note to be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I drew so much, just get my hands on it. I was going to burn it. For sake. I'm doubly sorry but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear, though the deadly silence courtroom. In her note, Celestine Pax left us a record of all that had happened to her, about being used and then thrown away by Engard, about being engaged to Corrida and Engard's role in destroying that, and about how she decided to her despair to end it all. And that's all Miss Impact had to say. There's one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Miss Engard. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. I wish there was like something deep, like dark to say. There was like, oh no, she's just being used and thrown away. It's like saying, oh, we already knew that. Like, why don't something like I don't know, some small story. But then after the murder, Juan was going to make the contest of the no public. Something like really harsh, you know? I don't know. Nothing comes up. Maybe something like... no, nothing comes up. I don't know. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word, nothing God values above all else is refreshing like spring breeze English. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
Isn't going home and that woman killed us there. And this time people went so far to kill Sama, stopping them revealing that. Unedible! What a sugar patient!
I searched labor allowance so rare who was defending the scripts too.
There's no room for doubt here. Mr. The killer client's goal was to obtain this suicide note, and that the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the nervous side was found at the defendant's house. It seems that we come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. It deserved no sympathy from anyone. I'm supposed to escape from this one. Why hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know I have to carry on to buy him more time. Okay, there are 2 deadly pieces of evidence. The figuring and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way of all these through one of those. The goblet is ready. It's already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Sorry! There's my note to figuring which one of these should I post you.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna say just to be sure. Let's say the suicide note. Objection! Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that. You're still going out?
He's actually doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook.
I think Your Honor believes that Matangar killed in order to obtain his note. Yes, that is correct. But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. His note was hidden by Mr. Correa until the night of the murder. If that's the case, I said Matangar could not have known what was written on this note. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly. But I didn't think of it that way. I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind will kill for a note without first knowing what is said. Order, order! You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Miss Edward, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. Oh no. He's going for the camera? I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It's a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a mean of spying. Spying? What the? I thought the spying camera was in my possession. Matangar and the victim both thought of the other their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use these type of angles to fight each other's weakness. And? The victim Juan Correa was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matangar.
Order, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. You don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of? Is that a acceptable answer, Mr. Wright? You are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch, using this gumshoe bat sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, if a defender's fingerprints were found on this camera. Matangar's fingerprints were on there. Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the bloody place. What I'm supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's very obvious that the missing guy learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. How much time you gonna have to spy on someone for so long? Gotta be good this time, you don't have anything to come with. Hey, now what's that lawyer thinking? Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy? Shush, stop, don't look at him.
The way he's wrecking just
Phoenix, yes, Chief. I figure out that what you're going to do next. What I'm going to do next? Just running away like a frightened child would. Really seems like Mr. Edgar is very close to putting the lead on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it? Yeah, it's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate? I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded, but not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking riddles so all of a sudden? Alright, I think the time finally understood everything. Well, Mr. Wright, so you have any further objection, do you? What this piece of evidence that Mia is talking about? Can I figure out what is this that I still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? Present evidence. Have an objection, Your Honor. Oh, please, edgy boy. That was about the weakest objection I ever heard, Mr. Wright. Objection! Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting these go so easily. You begin to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. which I am. This actually is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you forgot one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? Chief? God damn it! So you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edward. Or is there something you really should examine about this evidence? That is Miss Impact suicide, right? Who knows? I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside his bear, but his bear was in possession until only a few moments ago, which means the handwriting on this suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh, so? As to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impact or not, that has yet to be even remotely confirmed. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting... Mr. Wright! You are saying the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews? You were the one who tried to pin this murder on Miss Engard. Who said he didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear? How dare you! Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again! There's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if it is a fake, then the witness is the only person who have made it. What? Recall the witness testimony concerning this figure. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote this a good girl, again! And you're such thing? Right, if you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Mr. Edward, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Yo, that's enough. Mr. Edward, can you confirm the handwriting of this suicide note? As defense has stated, the handwriting has yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached the point where a verdict is impossible. Impossible? That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I don't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both of the prosecution and the defense further investigate. And write an eyes in my butt. That's just the lawyer trying to buy more time. Okay, I think we reached the end of the line. Guilty! 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 Oh my god. Well, his career is probably gone. What is that sound? It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe? What is with him? And what's with that sir? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. Oh, fuck. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way I make it out to you, really do. Anyway, what's going on? Oh, he's hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Guilty, guilty, guilty! Wait, what? Sorry, do you hear that? They're calling for his head! Mr. Wright, I can't for us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edward. I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to end today's proceeding. You may take your phone's calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edward, catch! You just use a PNG and do a 360 with a zoom out. Okay. Miss Edward, please, you got to buy us some more time. Court is in session. Beep. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying? Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but... I am reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. Well, it's now adjourned for today. What? Please wait, Your Honor. Edward? What is this, Mr. Edward? How many requests under 30 meters of your own time? For what purpose? You can report the necessary test on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your result in 30 minutes? Really, we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes, please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for. Please, Your Honor. Very well. The prosecution requests this court will now take 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if it is helping or hurting us. The court will now take a final recess of the day. Right, well, what's going on with my situation? The killer, it looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? I can't fight her in that time. Report. Is it that Mr. Edward? We don't have time, just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind. By accident, he's rushed to get away. A few things? Will you use any of them as evidence? I know you ask, pal. I've got the thing he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. You don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective now, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir. Forgot to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get into too much trouble with this. In my hunk of junk car, I say I'll be there in 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright, just getting on this. My mission, no one can stop me now, sir. No one. Pull out the little stops and running every right line. I pull out all the stops and running every red light. As a lab by the man, if there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. Hey, what's wrong, Detective Gumshoe? Answer me! No one can stop me. What happened? It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? Well, to hurry and call for help. We have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken, he isn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No, we can't let that happen. Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance. Why? Oh, why? Did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? There is a way! That's right. There is a way. What? How? I'm sure we can find out Detective Gumshoe through this. Why are you bringing out Franziska to time, Mike? Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. You know, Edward, you know she had a machine to detect Gumshoe. Jazz slim, but she's all we have. Franziska, will she even want to help us? Edward, what is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone over again. I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now? I'm pleading to guilt on someone totally innocent, and I'm using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. Does it suit someone like you to cry useless tears? Whether you did your job well or not. And it can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict? If Prosecutor Edwards here. Wait, what? Yes, Bailiff? There's a phone call for you, sir. They say it's extremely urgent. They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what you must do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of this epic hardware. And we're gonna see you again very, very soon. Good lovely bye and happy dreams.